Oh, I'll take a soda. And some popcorn.
What, do I look like a waiter? Am I wearing a vest and rattling on about my third failed podcast?
Didn't you try to start a podcast?
Too many wires.
Oh, it's been a long, hard week. The talk is still off.
Oh, how are you ever going to get your banal, chattery, boxy stuff with women? How will you survive?
You expect me to watch The fucking View? Nope.
No, that's for those hoity-toity types. No, that's not us.
God.
Actually, The View and The Talk are hardly ever us, even though we are feminist as fuck.
Yeah, this is.
How do we reconcile?
I have no idea. This is TV10 Podcast, episode 0359.
That's right. 300.
I got it right.
59 episodes. Yep, you got it right.
Cool. All right.
So somebody's still listening to me, Tommy Milagro.
And me, Bill Frost. And, yeah. So we're here. It's, one of us is, freshly vaccinated.
And, of course, it's not the brown guy. So. Yeah, I see what's going on here.
Yeah, what?
I see what you're trying to do, GQP.
Why? Whitey gets it first.
And, once again, white people nonsense. Which is not the title of our episode. That was last week's episode, by the way.
Yeah.
No, we're going to figure out this week's episode in just a little bit, as soon as I have a chance to sip some genius juice from our good friends at Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives Vodka. And do you have any of Ogden's Own products at your side, sir?
Yeah, I'm sure I do, yeah. I'll have to check the liquor stash. I know I have some.
Yes. Well, if you get a chance, I highly recommend that if you have some Five Wives vodka, you pair it up with some very wonderful fever-free lemon tonic water, which you can purchase over at our good friend Ivy's store, Boozetique. So we got fancy as fuck, sir.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, at least I did.
Yeah.
So let me get go pinkies up here while you deliver us what we should be watching a little bit harder.
I got some. Tonight, as this episode drops, Monday, March 22, Breeders Season 2 on FX and next day on Hulu. This is Martin Freeman and Daisy Haggard as parents who alternately love and fucking hate their kids.
Like all parents should.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, that's Breeders, the British show that got imported, not the alt-rock band started by the guitarist from the Pixies. Let's just get that out of the way, shall we?
Yeah, this is not, there's no Kim Deal involved here.
No. And what about her other sister? Why am I blanking on her name?
Kelly.
You know, the less talented twin.
No, they're both equally talented. Kim and Kelly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you keep telling yourself that she's talented too.
That's I've seen the Breeders. I know what's up.
Okay.
On Wednesday, an HBO documentary, The Day Sports Stood Still.
The hell?
The Day Sports Stood Still. This is from Emmy-winning director Antoine Fuqua. I'm sure I got the name wrong. He did the...
No, you pronounced it right.
Okay.
I know that.
All right. He did the Muhammad Ali documentary a while ago.
And Training Day.
And yeah.
And
this at the center of the film, this is of interest to Utahns, was first-person account of the NBA All-Star from NBA All-Star and NBA Players Association President Chris Paul. This is the Jazz was at Oklahoma City going against the Thunder, and then all of a sudden the game was stopped because someone on the Jazz tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that was on March 11th, 2020. So you get a first person account of that. I remember I was at Broovies that night for no reason other than having a beer back when you did such things, and I remember it being all over the TVs. It's like, hey, wait a minute, where'd the fucking game go? It was just over, and then all the dominoes started falling.
I remember that night vividly. That was when myself and King Goots and another friend of ours, we all were watching real sports, professional wrestling. And
oh yeah, that was also that same night. Yeah,
it was that same night. And as we're just getting out of the building, we're starting to hear all sorts of things about the game being stopped. We didn't get all the details until the next day, and then after that, it's like you said, things went to hell real quick.
Yeah, you went to see AEW live. Where was that?
That was at the Maverick Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's still fresh in my memory, and I'm going, the fuck just happened?
Yep.
And even and I hear it on like Chris Jericho's podcast, Talk is Jericho. He's like, oh yeah, we were in Salt Lake City when everything shut down. It's like, yep, it's us. Thanks.
Oh yeah, so that's the day sports stood still on HBO and HBO Max on Wednesday. Dropping on Thursday. Here's another thing of interest from HBO Max. New series from the creators of Craftopia. It is Baketopia, because we need another baking show.
Why? Just why?
Hey, people love their baking shows. I'm sure there's at least one listener out there right now who's squeaking excitedly because there's another baking show going to be on TV.
I was afraid we weren't going to have Cake Boss anymore, but now, thank God, it's Baketopia.
Yeah, I'm a forever Ace of Cakes guy myself.
See, I'm all about that chopped life myself.
Yeah.
Just because I like to see chefs do their best with some weird-ass ingredients only for the judges to, shame them into going, it doesn't have enough texture, but I like the flavor. So.
The presentation is a bit off.
Yeah, well, Key and Peele really did a great sketch on that whole thing about it, so I would recommend watching that too.
Coming up on Friday, here's another comic book based superhero series, Invincible.
Fun. Yeah,
Invincible from Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman. This is an animated series. Stephen Yuen from Walking Dead. Also, J.K. Simmons is in here as Omni-Man. And it starts off as kind of it looks like the animation is real simple. It kind of looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. It starts off innocently enough, father trying to help his son figure out his superpowers, and then shit gets bloody and way dark real quick.
And for everyone that thinks Zack Snyder's Justice League is way too dark, nope, not even fucking close. I would say if I had to describe Invincible, because I've collected the comic over the years.
Okay,
it's like equal parts Zack Snyder's Justice League with just a dash of The Boys, but the key difference with this, it's edited and time condensed. Zack Snyder. Less is more. And rant.
We'll get to the Snyder Cut in a minute here. Also dropping on Friday on Hulu is second season of Solar Opposites from Justin Roiland, one of the people behind Rick and Morty. This show is nice. This show is very Rick and Morty-esque, minus the existential angst. And it's funny as hell. It's about aliens living amongst us on Earth, and a little bit of resident alien, but for some reason these aliens are all green and blue and no one seems to notice or care. It's funny and profane as fuck. It's not for the kiddies.
No, another cartoon not for the kids here. So if you go, well, TV10 recommended this and I wanted to show something for little Billy, it was your fault, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure all of our audience is childless, so I wouldn't worry about that. Also, a little indie flick called Godzilla vs. Kong drops on HBO Max on Friday.
some things about this.
I'm losing you there. You're breaking up. Find a good spot.
What was that last part? I didn't catch that.
Find a good spot to stand. Lost you there.
Oh, right there? Here?
Right there sounds good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't hear whatever your bon mot was there.
I just can't get behind a monkey and a lizard. I mean, I maybe on the Galapagos Islands, sure. Unless, yeah. Are they both radioactive?
Probably. I'm gonna guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll live with that then.
On Saturday, another documentary on HBO and HBO Max. Tina, the Tina Turner story.
Okay, that is going to be very interesting. Is there going to be lots of features of Ike in any way, shape, and or form?
I hope they at least get some performances from the Ike and Tina band because they were fucking great.
Yeah, and they were a bit hard-hitting, too. Oh, I'm sorry, too soon?
Yeah, Ike Turner was a bastard, but he could write a song.
I think I heard him once on NPR, or some old clips of him, and he was like, he still vehemently denied it, but, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was all about the music.
Nah, he could write a song and play a guitar and put a band together.
And that's really all you need anymore.
But still a bastard.
Yeah.
And also Saturday Night Live, hosted by Maya Rudolph.
Oh, she's making some waves lately.
Yeah.
All right. I'm all about this. Who's the musical guest?
Jack Harlow. He's a 23-year-old white rapper.
Okay.
So plan to fast forward.
Well, on a scale of 1 to Macklemore, how white?
Maybe not quite Macklemore white, but close.
Okay, so probably Vanilla Ice esque.
Not quite that bad. He's got more skills than Vanilla Ice, but yeah. And also,
everybody's got more skills than Ice on rapping.
Yeah.
Although when it comes to building a house, a whole different story.
The Vanilla Ice project on DIY.
Yep.
I wonder if that's still on.
I think it still is. Well,
okay.
If it is, it probably took a hiatus because, know.
Yeah, no. And Sunday, a show I missed out on the first season. I didn't watch it, but I think I'm going to go back and check it out. City on a Hill. This is produced by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. It's set in the 1990s. It's Boston. It's basically the district attorney who's played by Aldous Hodge here, who's formed an uneasy alliance with a corrupt and complete asshole FBI agent played by Kevin Bacon. And yeah, and everybody's acting really hard and really bastin'.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but it's also got Sarah Shahi. So I didn't know that about the first season. I just found that out today as I was looking up some information on it. I go, oh, this show has Sarah Shahi in it? Well, I've got to watch it because I'll watch at least one episode of anything she does.
Now, what do I know that name from before? What other stuff has she been in?
Probably the biggest thing she's been in was the L Word. She was one of the many ladies in the L Word, and she's done some other shows since. Nothing that's really stuck. But the clips I've seen of her in City on a Hill she's really good. So I'm going to go back and check that out.
Cool.
That's on Sunday on Showtime, Season 2. And so Zack Snyder's Justice League premiering. Okay, wait, no, they didn't premiere on the same day, but I watched them the same day. I watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm, I did too.
And then I watched all 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, that was
I made a night of it.
A lot to absorb.
I made a night of it. And my one comment, actually a couple of comments about The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Killer opening action sequences followed by bank loans and superhero payroll discrepancies. It was kind of weird. And I I'm just thinking about seafood languishing in a truck bed under the midday sun for probably hours before being served. I don't think that's a good business model.
Nope.
But
then again, that's Louisiana, so it could be a whole seasoning thing.
Yeah.
It could be old Creole.
Yeah. I like the first episode though. I like what they're doing.
I'm going to hold off commenting on Falcon and Winter Soldier only just because it's been one episode.
Yep.
We can't judge this on the same way people would have judged the first episode of WandaVision, which was the benchmark at this point of how Marvel should be doing any and all TV shows going forward.
Yeah, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier kind of reminded me of the Netflix series, the Marvel Netflix series, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones. It reminded me a little bit of that, but on a larger scale. And, so I think it's gonna be good. And as far as the Justice League, damn, it's pretty much an entirely new movie.
Once again, editors are wonderful.
Nah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine at 4 hours.
Well, here's my only comments on that subject, other than it's too long.
Not really. If it had been released as a 4-part, as a 4-episode series, everybody would saying, "Well, that's too short."
Yeah.
But you put it out as a 4-hour movie, they say, "Oh, it's too long." But it's got breaks in there. It's got part 1, part 2, part whatever. You can stop and come back later. Yeah.
I will say this: the tone is definitely a lot different than the Justice League, the Justice.
The Justice League, yes.
Me. God, but and it doesn't have the sunnier tone that Josh Whedon put his.
It's got some solid jokes though.
It does, and obviously some of it's still retained, and I'm cool with that.
I can't believe Aquaman's "my man" was part of the original cut. I thought for sure that was a Justice League bullshit.
That felt like it, yeah. But they did add some other stuff, and for some reason Amber Heard has a English accent, so okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, and again, editors are wonderful. That's all I'm saying. I think, honestly, this is a movie that, and I'm going to be generous here, no matter which side you land on, whether it's Joss Whedon or Zack Snyder, the people that are going to lose is DC because they have douche-tastic fans. Me, my complaint is just edit. That's it. It works fine with Watchmen's Ultimate Edition of 4 hours, but sometimes less is more. Or at the very least, break it up. That's my only complaint.
Is that how long the Watchmen Ultimate Edition is?
If memory serves, it clocks in at least a good 3 hours, 45 minutes, or 4 hours. I'm very certain on that point.
I don't think I've ever checked that out. I might have to look it up.
It is worth watching. And
I did see the original cut, but I don't think I ever saw the Ultimate. I'm going to check it out.
The Ultimate does retain a lot of the flavor of the original comic by Alan Moore, but it does lose some. It lost some stuff in the theatrical release. So
okay,
that's the only time I'm saying 4 hours is appropriate for Zack Snyder. Everything else, Zack Snyder, okay, we get it. You've won over Joss Whedon. Let's move on.
Yeah, speaking of moving on.
Is it that time, sir?
It's time to put on your luchador mask.
All right, in that case, let me just get on my tights and my elbow pads as you hit the music.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling, and we are back for the attack. As we are recording this live on air, I am putting the finishing touches of my recap of NWA's Back for the Attack, which was on Fight TV. You can still watch it for only $19.99.
Not a sponsor.
Pony up, Billy Corgan. I ask so little. There was a lot of great matches in there from top to bottom. The big standouts are the matches with Thunder Rosa and Camille for the right to be the number one contender for the NWA Women's Championship, which is currently held by Serena Deeb, who is signed to All Elite Wrestling because, why? Because Georgia and Florida. I don't know. Beyond that, something that Tony Khan and Billy Corgan worked out, I guess. I don't know.
Florida Georgia Line, not just a terrible band.
I was trying to go without making that reference, but thank you. Let me get some more genius juice in me while I'm trying to wipe that from my memory.
Yeah, while you're drinking that, speaking of Thunder Rosa versus Dr. Britt Baker last week on AEW.
Holy
shit.
Is a main event. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That is a main event to watch. I mean, the women's division at WWE does surpass anything All Elite has currently, but that match, if that is the turnaround match, honestly, I highly recommend everyone to seek that out. You can still catch it on YouTube. It's only 8 minutes of that match, but still.
It's a bloody 8 minutes. Damn.
Oh, yeah. You don't see blood like that on the ladies these days, but, man, when they bleed, well, okay, that came out wrong somehow. The point is...
Phrasing?
Yeah, thank you. Gotta keep my feminist as fuck title here. The point is, watch that match, watch it harder. Maybe we'll try to put it on our interwebs here in a bit. But yeah, I would also say, sticking with NWA for a second here, they are back for the attack with their pay-per-view, and they had a very nice moment where they referenced their fallen comrade Joseph Hudson, formerly Josephus, formerly the question mark of the NWA, and they also announced that they're going to be returning with NWA Power on Fight.tv. But here's the thing. Before, you could watch it on YouTube, and it was at no cost. This time, you can watch it on Fight TV for a low subscription of $4.99 a month.
Sponsor.
Come on, Billy Corgan. You've got Smashing Pumpkins money. Please. Anyway. But I will be covering that for slamwrestling.net because, thankfully my MBA affords me the ability to write about such things. I know you're drinking up right now, folks.
Everybody's drinking.
Well, they'll need to drink in this information here. So going to the WWE now, as we're recording live on there, they've got this thing called Fastlane. You may have heard of it. It's going to be Menagor, and of course, it's still available on the WWE Network for only $9.99.
Not a sponsor.
You wasted your money, and it will. We don't know what's going on there, but that's okay. Someone else is covering that for SlamWrestling.net. Thankfully, me with my MBA, I'm able to cover some other important things with the WWE. And yes, that is you taking another swallow of your drink, folks. I'm glad we got that. But here's what is also going to be coming up here in the next few weeks. There's this little thing called WrestleMania.
Oh.
And, once again, they're going to do a 2-night show on August 10th and 11th. And it's going to be held in Tampa Bay again. And they're still keeping the pirate theme, as our Slam Wrestling book editor, Jamie, had mentioned the other day. And also, this is what's coming up for April leading into May until June 6th. On A&E's biography, it will be WWE Legends. So here's the schedule thus far. So set your DVRs to fun here, folks.
Yeah.
April 18th will feature Steve Austin. April 25th, will be the Macho Man Randy Savage. May 2nd will be Rowdy Roddy Piper.
All right.
May 9th will be Booker T.
Oh.
May 16th will be the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, followed May 23rd by Bret the Hitman Hart, naturally. May 30th will be Mick Foley in as many incarnations as Cactus Jack or Dude Love or Mankind.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, June 6th, the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, shit.
Yep. And then finally this, just to close out on WWE here, Charlie Caruso, who's one of WWE's backstage announcers, apparently has been let go from the WWE. Now, Charlie Caruso has been doing double duty for both WWE and ESPN, but apparently she's had quite a bit of heat backstage due to, according to reports, being late for backstage duties. So at first they were just going to wait for her contract to end with the company, but now it sounds like they've come to terms, and she is very much future endeavored at this point.
Future endeavored.
Yeah, I feel bad, except, she's got ESPN money. But that is a place where the sport does not stand still. But for wrestling fans, everything else will stand still because of her loss, because pro wrestling is the only sport.
It's sports at Tommy Milagro. Go team!
So much wrestles to cover here. Oh, I forgot to mention here. On NWA's Back for the Attack, Iris wrestled with against Kratos.
Okay.
So, before anybody makes any God of War references, I already covered that in my recap. Just saying. Moving on.
Beat you to it. So, what the people should be watching this week? I don't think anyone who was curious has already not seen it, but the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. If you haven't seen it and you've been hesitant, I'd say go for it.
I'd say carve out a lot of time to watch that. A lot.
What else do you have going on? You might as well.
Well, if you want something that's a little bit more palatable and time condensed, let me recommend Superman and Lois on the CW. That's a little bit more palate cleansing.
It's gonna be out of here real soon to make way for the final season of Supergirl.
Oh yeah, that's coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
So Superman and Lois will go on a break, and Supergirl will fly on in there and finish out the final season, and then at which time I believe Superman and Lois returns.
Oh, and isn't there word about Legends of Tomorrow coming back?
Yeah, I think that was my word, and I haven't looked it up when it's supposed to happen yet, but I think it's coming soon.
Was this under the effect of Genius Juice at the time?
Could have been. Definitely could have been. I'm also going to recommend the final season, the final episodes of Winona Earp.
Yes, that's coming to a close.
Loving it. Yeah. Also, Resident Alien going to wrap up, but it has been renewed for a second season,
which is always a good thing.
Which is great. Yeah. So Resident Evil and Winona Earp, both on the Sci-Fi Channel. You can catch.
Did you say Resident Evil?
Resident Evil. No. Resident Alien.
There we go.
And Winona Earp. I believe you can catch some of those episodes on Peacock if you ever get it up and running on your Roku.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, and also, I had another one locked in.
I'm just going to recommend folks watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
That's definitely much watch. Also, Invincible, definitely must watch. But I'm also going to say, I think there's one other thing that really caught my attention the other day. What was it? It was something not wrestling related. Now I don't remember what it is. So it probably wasn't that important to begin with. So never mind.
Definitely the 1-2 combination of Young Rock and Keenan.
Ooh. And you're really following that hard, aren't you?
Yeah. Young Rock started off great, still solid. Keenan, a little shaky at the beginning, but I think it's getting better. So I would recommend. I can recommend it a little easier now. Don Johnson is the real star of that show, by the way.
How soon before they stunt cast Philip Michael Thomas?
Philip Michael Thomas?
Yeah, how soon?
Or maybe even bring in Kel.
Ooh.
What better place
Wow.
to do a Keenan and Kel reunion? Yeah, though I hear they don't get along.
Oh, missed opportunity.
I know.
Here's a better one. Cheech Marin. Just for that Nash Bridges love.
Cheech.
I want Cheech.
Cheech Marin, who made
That
an
would
appearance
just be
on Young
quick.
Rock.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn it. I need to watch this a little harder now.
Well, no, it wasn't him. It was somebody playing him.
Oh, we had Cheech adjacent?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go for that.
You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. And that's enough recommends for the week. You can follow Tommy Milagro at slamwrestling.net.
Yep.
He's got.
And where can they follow you, Mr. Frost?
You can find my stuff at billfrost.tv. All my stuff. And looks like you're getting quite the stockpile of articles here.
Yeah, I've had a few things here and there. No big. I mean, I probably should mention I did an interview with Slice Boogie and Jordan Clearwater, who are on NWA's Back for the Attack.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. Looking at it right now.
Yeah, but thankfully they were willing to talk to somebody with an MBA. So.
Drink.
God, I am making people more drunk than normal. What do you expect from a lucid luchador?
Yeah, so reach out to us if you want. TV10 Podcast, Twitter, Facebook, Gmail. Let us hear something. Yell at us. Tell us we suck.
Or say, hey, we're doing something good. We could use that.
Tell us we're helping the people heal, helping the nation heal, come together. Anything you want to say to us, just that's the place to do it.
And, of course, if you feel like you need a strong beverage, may I recommend that in addition to Ogden's own distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives Vodka, they also do these wonderful things like Madame Patarini Gin, Porter's Fire, Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey, Porter's Rye Whiskey, a little bit of the underground because Jägermeister is so 1990. You should also check out some of our other fine sponsors like Sugar House Distillery, Outlaw Distillery, Bohemian Brewery, who have supplied Mr. Frost and the 5th and 6th basement overflowing to the 7th basement of TV Tan Studios with pallets and pallets of beer.
Oh, yeah.
But, of course, you really also need to do your damnedest to visit Ivy at Boustique. Stock up on some glassware. Stock up on some lemon tonic water to mix. Stock up on anything you want to mix with. But no matter which store you go to, which distillery or which brewery, just remember to wear a mask. You're not vaccinated yet, you dillhole.
Well, I am.
Well, yeah.
I'm half-vaxxed.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was trying to figure out what our episode was, so thank you for adding to it. Half-vaxxed. Sometimes the shows just write themselves.
Only sometimes.
Okay.
Only sometimes.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm good at this point. Are you good to go?
I'm good at this point, so I'm going to say good night, America.
Please jiggle that handle, folks. It's time to flush.
It's only me and my